hopefully we become more confident, because with our dream, we're going to need to articulate our dream to others. We're going to need to share it, to explain it, and hopefully inspire others, inspire them so that they want to be part of our dream or help us take our dream forward. So there has to be a starting point with a dream. There has to be a point where we no longer leave it on the drawing board or in our diary or in our heads, but we decide to act upon our dream. Maybe you've already begun that process. Maybe you've already started to upskill yourself, to get new qualifications, to make contacts, to save capital, to help you fund whatever your dream is, whether it's to travel the world, whether it's to aid others, whether it's to start your own business. What have you done so far to make it start to come about? So stage one is always us. We have to start with us, with each one of us, with ourselves. How do we become stronger, more confident, more giving, more listening? Here I am talking, and yet so often in life, the key is in the listening. Listening to others and really absorbing what they say. Listening to our heart as well as our head, and our head as well as our heart. What does that tell us about the right time when to do something? Many of you will have heard of an entrepreneur called Richard Branson. Richard Branson had some advantages in life. He was sent to a very good school. His parents were well established. But he was determined to make his own way in the world. And one of the things he started to do very early on in his teenage years was to sell cassettes. Do any of us even remember cassettes? They seem a long time ago now, but a way of recording and sharing music. And through selling cassettes, he raised money. And through various other ventures, he raised capital, and eventually he set up his own music shop, his own music business, which eventually became a music empire, Virgin Music. But he didn't stop there. He diversified. He went into other business sectors, such as aviation, transportation, and even now into space travel. It started with a dream, an ambition that has grown and has morphed over the years. I would wonder, I've never met Richard Branson, but if I did meet him, I'd like to ask him, what were his setbacks? What were the times when he doubted his dreams? What were the times when he felt like giving up? Because, ladies and gentlemen, we all have those moments. We all have moments of doubt. We all have moments of disappointment, of feeling let down, of feeling abandoned, of wanting to give up. Either because we feel no one believes in our dream, or that we don't have all the resources to take our dream forward. So I would ask you, how do we pick ourselves up when our dream seems to be just our dream and no one else's? How do we motivate ourselves? How do we get ourselves going again? That is one of the biggest challenges us dream chasers face. Because to be an entrepreneur, to be an achiever, to be a succeeder, you're going to have moments of very serious doubt. So we need to look for inspiration. We need to look for others who've had disappointments, who we can learn from. And I know that Dr. Datta sent across to you with the email for this conference a sheet from me with some entrepreneurs or inspirational people to look at, to learn from, to take example from, and be inspired by. We all need to be inspired. Inspired by political leaders, inspired by scientists, engineers, inventors, sportsmen and women, musicians, by members of our own family, by others down the ages who've made a difference. Each one of you can be one of those that can make that difference. The difference in your own life, the difference in the life of your family, your friends, maybe your community, and the wider world. As we sit here, Zooming from around the world, there are scientists working on a vaccine for the coronavirus. Many of them will be in laboratories alone, working late to try and make that breakthrough. Many times they will fail, but ultimately they will succeed, and there will be a vaccine to end the coronavirus. So these scientists are working tirelessly. They had a dream about going to university, about their research, about becoming doctors and professors and researchers, and of making a difference. Does your dream involve making a difference in your life, in the lives of others, in the lives of the wider world? If so, how are you going to achieve it? What steps have you taken so far? What little achievements have you made? What big achievements have you made? It's a good thing to reflect on that. Maybe today you will sit down and write down 10 things that you are proud of that you've achieved in your life so far. And then ask yourself